Hey, welcome back. I'm Shawn Carter, the oftentimes host, co owner, booker, sometimes janitor at Blue Ridge Comedy Club. So I'm here with comedy tip number 3 for you. If you're just getting started in comedy, or maybe you just want to know the opinion of a booker and club owner and comedian with some experience, then you're following the right YouTube channel. So tip number 3 was don't wear shorts on stage. And the reason for that is that, you want to look professional. You don't need to come out in a suit or anything like that, but, you want the audience to feel like you didn't just come from a ultimate frisbee tournament or a Jimmy Buffett concert or the gym, you know. Put on some jeans at least, right? And I'd say jeans and a short sleeve shirt are like bare minimum for a show where people paid to see you. I would avoid tank tops if I were you fellas. Hats, not great because not only is it a little bit like if you're wearing a baseball cap or something, it's not the most professional look, but also it casts a shadow over your face. The lights, oftentimes in comedy clubs, coming up from above, and then as that light hits your eyes or hits the brim of the hat, it's going to cut off about half your face, and then the audience won't be able to see you and read your facial expression. And even if you're a deadpan comic and there's not a lot of facial expression, then I would say even at that point you want the audience to see your lack of expression, not just a shadow. So I would say dress as you would want to perform. Even if you're at an open mic, dress the way that you plan to perform on the weekends because you're going to get comfortable performing the way that you regularly dress. The other thing is that it might feed into your persona. We have a comic here who's very funny named John Pruitt who always wears overalls. And I don't think that it's a great look for everybody, but for his specific persona, that works for him. And when he shows up and does it at the open mic, it makes it even easier probably for him to do it on the weekend because he's been performing in that outfit the whole time. And now, as much as I say, like, you want to look professional, I'd also say that you want to kind of fit where you're at. I've made the mistake at times doing comedy. And look, I've, of course, worn shorts on stage at open mics, I've worn all kinds of different things because I've been doing comedy for over a decade. So, depending on the night and my mood and how lazy I was feeling or how ambitious I was feeling, my outfit might not have fit the situation. So at times I've shown up to open mics with shorts on because I was just like, I just got to try out a couple jokes. Everybody at this mic already knows me. I'm not going to be making some kind of weird impression on a booker. I just want to get these out there. But other times I've gone to shows where I was feeling too ambitious and I'd wear like a suit and then I'm at a bar show and nobody else is dressed like that and I stand out and I look like a weirdo. And it might be all right to be overdressed in a nice situation where everything's controlled and you're at a comedy club and everything's, kind of set up. But if you're at a bar show and some of the people there didn't even know there was going to be comedy, and half the people going on stage are brand new to comedy, and then you're there in a suit, everybody is going to be like, what is wrong with this person when you take the stage? And you're just going to stick out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it feels weird for sure. The other thing I was always told was to dress the same way all the time. I would say that's not what I do, but if you're trying to build a brand, and as a comedian, you should be trying to build a brand because we have to brand ourselves now. If you're a comedian, that's part of your job now is to figure out what your brand is and stick to that consistently and build that brand up. So what people come to expect from you, you continue that. And that can start with your clothes. You can be wearing the same outfit every time that you do comedy. And it doesn't need to be the same exact clothes, but whatever level, whether you're casual, business casual, suit comedian, whatever you want to do, if you're wearing overalls, you do that consistently, you're building that brand. Well, that's comedy tip number 3. As Steve Martin said, always dress nicer than the audience. If you want more comedy tips and advice and you'd like to do it in person at Blue Ridge Comedy Club, we run stand-up 101 classes. So if you're looking to get into stand-up comedy or you've just started and you're looking for some guidance, you can join our stand-up 101 class by visiting blueridgecomedy.com. And we do the class right here in the club at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays. It's an 8-week course that culminates in a graduation show for all of our students. And it's affordable and it's fun. So, and there's an open mic right after the class every week. So 6 to 7, stand-up 101 class. And then 7 o'clock we start the open mic sign-up. And then from 8 till 10 or whatever, we do open mic. So you can come out, learn about comedy, workshop some jokes with some other new comedians, and then try them out that very same night right here on stage at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club. All right, well, I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next week with another comedy tip.